Princess Beatrice details daughter Athena's premature birth ordeal. It can be incredibly lonely. The royal, 37, gave birth to her second daughter, Athena Elizabeth Rose, several weeks premature at the Chelsea and Westminster Hospital in January. Princess Beatrice has said experiencing premature birth can be incredibly lonely as she appeared on a podcast in support of a patronage close to her heart. The royal, 37, welcomed her second daughter, Athena Elizabeth Rose, who was born several weeks premature on the 22nd of January. Beatrice became patron of the premature birth research charity Born, and is fronting a campaign for World Prematurity Day on the 17th of November. Speaking to Professor Mark Johnson on the Born podcast, released on Monday, she said, "I think so often, especially as mums, we spend our lives, feeling we have to be perfect to do this. And sometimes when you are faced with that moment of learning that your baby's going to come bitterly, it can be incredibly lonely. And even now, talking to some of the moms who know about my work with Born, they feel this sense of, sort of life-changing relief that can come with knowing that there is an organization there that is supporting the research and supporting the questions, and asking some of these important questions." Just weeks after giving birth, Beatrice penned an emotive essay for British Vogue in which she said that her baby was so tiny it took more than a few weeks for the tears of relief to dry. The princess was due to give birth to her daughter in early spring, and in December received medical advice not to travel long distances. She joined the royal family at church in Sandringham on Christmas Day after changing her travel plans from spending the festive period overseas, with doctors said to have warned that a premature arrival was a possibility. Princess Beatrice told the Born podcast she hopes her support of the campaign will bring as many people that have had their own stories to come and share them, adding, "Then maybe we can learn from each other. My favorite thing about being a mum is the fact that it's like a secret, it almost feels like a secret club of sharing stories," she added. "And I love the fact that Born is there to support them, mothers, when they're going through something incredibly traumatic, and how can we make sure that phenomenal data, great tools, great doctors, have everything at their disposal so that no mum can feel alone?" Last week, Beatrice visited the charity's research laboratories at Chelsea and Westminster Hospital in London as part of the Every Week Counts campaign, where she was joined by Born ambassador and TV presenter and meteorologist Laura Tobin. The princess also hosted a special event at London's Battersea Power Station, which brought together researchers, families and supporters. Speaking about her visit to the research lab, Beatrice said, "The most interesting part for me is to look at the kit that's being used. I love the idea of technology, I am a technology optimist, but I love the way that you've got incredible doctors who have access to the most amazing investment. I know that Born has funded a lot of those really unique tools to be able to ask better questions, and that's what really gets me excited, is to really see the fact that these things are going to be readily available. They are going to make a difference, even now, to some of the big questions around preterm labor." Beatrice married property developer, Edoardo Mappelli Mazzi, in 2020. The couple share daughters, Sienna, 4, and 10-month-old Athena, while Edoardo also has 9-year-old Christopher Wolf, known as Wolfie, from his previous relationship with Dara Huang. Each year, 60,000 babies are born prematurely in the UK, making for 1 in 13 births. Globally, 15 million babies are born early, and complications from prematurity remain the leading cause of neonatal death and lifelong disability, according to Born. Yet, pregnancy and childbirth receive less than 2% of medical research funding, the charity said.